man. T-Dog again. This motherfucker, man. Holding down. You know what I'm saying? As I meet, showing respect for who I lead for, showing for my gathering, you know, being appropriate, I insist that I open up my mind and be sharp as I can. I understand that my mouth is an instrument. I had to be careful how I carry my mouth and what I say out of it. And I have to present myself with presentation when I speak, because I know that a lot of people are attracted to sickness and illness, and they don't understand the fruits of nature. They don't understand the ability that you gotta have to be a good person, be a good human being, being presentable. A lot of people don't care for the good deed, but you know what I'm saying, they try to present themselves and portray it. But if you can see through people, like God bless me to see the sickness and the different characteristics in people when they want something from you, and they get to pamper up people who close to you because they want the best of you, because you already grasp the good spirit, or you already became great in your career. People want to be a part of something, People want to attract what you already attracted. And when you set aside all the BS, you put aside everything that what you don't need in your life, and you try your best to resist temptations. It's adequate, delicate, to reassure you of what most part of reality becomes. I used to be shareable. I am shareable. I am lovable. You know what I'm saying? I'm heartfelt. For a soul that don't want to be burdened. For a heart that don't want to be broken. No. For a platter that want to cater to a dinner of uniqueness, antiques. We're like statues. We stand amongst each other. We sit amongst each other. We should do more. We should speak more. And when you see the parts of life where people cry, when people bleed, when people get broken down, it hurts. It hurts your loved ones, because in actuality, you always gonna be preferred as a child to somebody, a kid, to that adult, that parent, the relatives that you respect so much. And when somebody want to break out of the part for their own disaster, for the sickness of the parts of the streets, for the parts they don't show on TV, that you're not smiling about, when you in your room broke down crying because favoritism is not given to you, when you feeling broken spiritually, mentally, because you're trying your best to mold, and you're trying your best to capture what's best of you. Respect is respect. What you value is your life. What you value is your morals. And people want to be mocked. I don't want to be mocked. If I can inspire somebody to act like me and do better than me and present themselves when they talk and speak in their presentation, by all means do that. But I don't think you should, just try to all the way throttle the next person's life. It's not that. It's not like that, because originality is something. Originality is something. They tell us that from the jump when we kids. We grow up and we become this, and we don't brag about it. We just put meaning to it. And people really rely on words. They lie down on them. They sit on them. They stand on them. They write them. They speak them. They sing them. They rap them. They make poetry out of them. Poems. As you hear the birds and stuff outside, and They sing along. You know, you understand what area is. You understand what you built for. If leadership is calling you to be a leader, then be a leader. But defensively, I have to own who I am. For I already stood as a good person. For I already stood as alliances. You know, coordination, folders. Like when we was in school, you know, all this devastating stuff just catches up with us, and we try to carry on a happy feel, a happy life, and we lose interest in who we really are over the danger zone, over our defensive side. People get offended by you when you speak. That's vulture. That's vulture. That's not culture. Because your mouth could be as powerful as a gun. The words that you choose to speak out to people could break them down physically. It could break them down physically, and they can hurt them. You going out your way to break somebody's heart over what? What's your meaning? What's your delivery? What's your priority? So, in delicate, I have to ask you, person to person, athlete to athlete, champion to champion, artist to artist. This is what we become. This is what we become. This is our measurement, our centimeters. They say thorns are on heads. Thorns are on heads, and people understand what branches was, and the stems of leaves, and the roots of plants, even when you inhale. So you have to really reassure everything you stand for before you approach somebody with what you offering them. Because in actuality, you have to realize the importance of life. You have to realize the importance of life, because if we don't stand for nothing, then we fall for anything. Being shareable is nothing wrong with. Being heartfelt is nothing wrong with. Being loved is nothing wrong with. People try to demolish what good is, demolish what respect is, demolish their own kind for their own future, for they stand by. But I can actually see how we can uplift each other. I can actually see how we could retrust, restart. You know, as you capture yourself for what you asked for, you can really you really can see who you really are. You live a lifestyle for so long, everything been broken away from you. Everything you stood for, everything you know, everything you was comfortable with, tears apart from your heart, tears apart from your eyes, from no longer around you. Because your actions, because you want to do better, So you ask yourself a question. Will I retry, reimburse for what I stand for? Because I can't see the entrance of my own self-restraint. For my reply may not be for your heart, but my kind may be for your start. Impressions. Pleasant. Maybe even the present. So if it is indeed for us to repeat a routine as if it was practice itself, writing, I can't be shareable, heartfelt, and love. I ask of us to be blessed how we're supposed to be, count our blessings, and react on what we're supposed to react on. And my kind, as I refer to be trusted for what I become, is not offending anybody, but I may ensure to not be interfered